Hey guys, for the Dreamcast anniversary, I want to talk about something that almost could have happened but didn't. I'm gonna be talking about Project Dream, a little bit of it because we get the main thing is Operation Razor, but y'all know the story. There was a Kickstarter campaign and a Facebook group that actually was close enough to getting close with Sega. And we were like, oh my god, we're ecstatic, it's happening, oh my god. And for a while, we got constant updates and little flourishes of what the UI was gonna look like, which set my mind to fucking blaze. I was like, oh my god, Sega might be coming back, this could be possible. I had like a little Sega-thon. I never recorded it, but it was like the thing I was doing. Hold up, I gotta see what my dog is doing. Princess! Princess, you need to stop licking. You need to stop licking. Stop licking the cover. Oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Lay down, Sneaky. Okay, anyways. Sorry, my dog was looking with the cover. I was just trying to get her to kind of not do that. She's lick happy. Always. Always lick happy. But back to what I'm saying. So, Project Dream got their foot in the door with Sega. But from what I remember, they said it was manufacturing costs, infighting, and a bunch of other stuff. So, I made a video, sad as I could be, because I really wanted this to be a sure thing, and it really wasn't. Don't worry, I didn't give anybody any money or anything. I just believed that they could, and when they didn't deliver, I kind of felt bad because I got everybody else involved. I was like, wow, it's happening, oh my god, it's truly happening, and I was so happy, but I was so happy, guys, and I felt like I felt like I got everybody's hopes up for nothing. We were never gonna get that Dreamcast 2, and even now, when I think about it, I still feel that wave of disappointment of what I felt back then, because that was hard. That was hard for me to accept. It took me like a few days because I was like, maybe they might bring it back. And after that, after when my 2 days were up, I just made a video, got sad about it. And then there were two other things like the Sega commissary that never really happened. We thought that was a thing, but it wasn't. And then we heard from Operation Razor. Now, Operation Razor was made by Shu, and it was supposed to be the company name was Alethea Games. Now, Shu, I'm gonna tell the story, but understand, I really think everything that Shu talked about, less from everything Shu talked about was like in his head and probably not even feasible. The only thing that was actually even real was like the Razer commercial and some blueprints that got drawn up of what the console would look like. He'd be like, well, Alethea Games is gonna, like, the Razer console is gonna be a game console and a media player section. He would make a bunch of streams that would be empty promises and a bunch of other things, and he'd be like, oh yeah, emulates, and we're gonna have like a storefront. And I feel like Shu really detested the way modern gaming actually was. You'll find out in a minute, but first, I have no clips of this whatsoever. I was gonna like, if I could find you a clip of how weird and freaked out he was. Like, he's like, Sonic, he was looking at the Sonic Mania trailer. He's like, Sonic Mania is telling me that Operation Razor is coming. Like, he was having a fucking, like, flip out. And I was just sitting there going, shoot, you, like, I'm just sitting there, I'm like sitting at my, like, computer, or probably I was sitting in my bed. I forget what was going on. And he just literally lost it, saying that the trailer itself was talking directly to him. He corrected himself. Of course, did not seem like a complete nutbag. But he was pretty like, I think he was pretty fucking crazy. Be real with you. He would always be tagging Sega. Like, getting them involved. But he never wanted to do the Facebook thing, because that's what Project Dream did. And he was like, no, I don't want to do what they did. Even though they were the most closest people in the door. Like, I know not a lot of people like talking about you after he just bounced, but let me just say this. It worked for them. You could get enough people, because enough people back then used Facebook. So you could have probably got all the Project Dream fans that were fucking disgruntled, and you could have used that to your advantage. And yes, I thought about this a lot. I am a little bit business savvy. Not a lot, but a bit. And I just feel like the way to really, rank in the people that would probably want to see this is the people that got fucking destroyed by Project Dream the most. The people that believed in it. And if Shu just tapped into those people, he could have got somewhere. But no, all this man ever did was pester Sega. Talk about how Razer is not gonna have de novo like Sonic Mania does on PC. And this man bitched and whined. About how Xbox is this and how PlayStation is that. And like, this man really believed that the console wars is still going. The only reason let me tell you something. The console wars isn't happening anymore. The only console wars that are happening are between a bunch of fanboys that piss, moan, and scream about every little fucking thing that goes to the other console. And really, I don't even really like talk to those people. They're on some different shit. If I'm being real with you, they're on some different shit. Like, the levels of actual copium they actually have is fucking amazing. Like, the amount of cope they have in their system. And they want to attack some other people about Xbox, PlayStation, Sony. Let me just say something. Motherfuckers, these companies don't care about your little war. The game industry is a business, and they'll do whatever works. You fucking morons! Holy shit! If any of you actually ran a company, I'd be surprised. Literally surprised how it would probably be able to last for about a week before you guys go under bankruptcy. Just saying. Sorry, I needed to get that out of my fucking system. Jesus. But back to Shu and his horrible business sense. This man would always hype it up like, Razer is gonna be the console that every Sega fan is gonna want to use, and everything. It's gonna give Nintendo the competition they need, and all the other consoles too. And I'm like, you do know Sega works with like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, right? You're not, like, do you not get that? So I think someone told him that. But he's like, yeah, I know, but they'll have, like, competition. But But here's the thing. I don't think that Operation Razor, right? I don't believe that Sega for 1 minute would go back to just making exclusives. I mean, maybe they might, but that's really hard to say because I feel like that would have to, like, Sega's confident right now, but they ain't as confident as they used to be. People are like, Sega's overconfident. No, if they were overconfident, we would have already got a Dreamcast 2, man. We would have already got, like, something that isn't a Dreamcast 2. They probably like, kept the space naming theme that they have for all the other consoles. I mean, the only thing we're really getting this October is a mini console. Just a mini console. Yeah, but it's like, but stuff in the song, he's like, it's for me, oh yes, and then he'd talk about, like, how they'd have a storefront, how people would pay, and all this other stuff, but he never really had anything to show other than that commercial, which I've tried to literally find, which I wish I could show to you. I wish I would have kept on that commercial so I could show it to you for posterity, because literally, watch, I'm gonna look for it. It ain't even there. Operation Razor Sega. Oh. Oh, my stuff. I'm gonna have to take away that freaking URL, though. Oh! Oh! Guys, I'm the only one that actually has, like, a little bit of a thing of the actual commercial, so I can actually show you. I want to see it. Let me go see it. This URL. Nope, don't take the URL. Doesn't take you anywhere. It's almost like Shu disappeared in the cold, dark night with nary anybody knowing where he is now. I don't know, man. I just felt like he was selling this vaporware, folks, and after he just left and he was doing all this crazy shit, I was just done. I was literally done, folks. I couldn't do it anymore. That man literally was like, "Oh my God, Razor's gonna be the best console in the world, and everybody's gonna love it, and we're gonna just bring Sonic back to the way things were." And I'm like, dude, no, like, dude, everybody's okay with what it is. I feel like if he actually succeeded, he'd be mad because Sega would have the final say in everything. Y'all know how Sega Japan is. We all tried to get freaking people to. We almost had Sega Japan to acknowledge Sally Acorn, and then boom, we got the door shut on us. Shut on us. Shut on us. I don't know why I don't know why I said it like that. We had the door shut on us, basically. And it's like, what did Shu think that they were gonna do to him if he actually succeeded? And then he tried to donate, and I was trying to help him, like, because I had a few people that I knew that would actually show this, but I think even they were like, Bugsy, something thinks the fucking high heaven. This shit is not. I don't know. I don't think anybody wanted to really put their name on it. I don't blame them. Shu to me is like a fucking, like one of those door-to-door salesmen that tries to sell you this wonderful thing that you really, really want, but it's not even real. Let me see if I can show it to you.
Hey guys. AW Turtles was kind of.
I don't even know what I was talking about over here.
Bit. I got the first new DLC where any of the other packs come out. Which I was hoping that this pack would actually have like a story, you know? We go through Goku Black's arc or the universe.
Was I
arc.
talking about Xenoverse
There's
1 or
Jumbo.
2? I don't even
We're
remember.
holding a little
Let me see if I can.
upon
There it
the
is.
He lived.
Sorry for the narration.
His dream he cast, but no one came to end. Well, one came to end inside it.
Again, I can't believe I thought this shit was cool.
Now like a light in the dark.
But I was giving my all, I was giving my all back then.
Cutting like a knife to reveal the faring to reveal the light comes.
Aw, man. Look at this thing. Like, we weren't really.
We actually thought this was the console, but now this is like a wood support thing that they're showing right now. They're not really showing the actual console. They're showing this wood from there. Which again, me and Bugsy were at the stream. We weren't really at the stream, but we were watching it. And here's the actual console. A little bit of a close up. It looks pretty cool.
You know, actually, it just looks like if you. Like, I gotta be honest, it looks like a Wii U made love to an Xbox.
Stick a whole bunch of parents in there, Bugsy, because we're not a stranger of console overheat. I'm just saying, making sure the console doesn't overheat, you know what I mean? That's always important. It looks pretty good, though.
Dudes, I gotta be honest with you.
I hope this.
I was blinded by the fact that this may work. That is the only reason I went along with this. Because really, I could feel that Shu wasn't going to deliver on anything.
That's what Sega wants to do. Because I feel like Razor is like the last chance that Sega will probably listen to his fans.
See, like, literally, we don't even get to see the console. We don't even see what it's running with. None. It's a teaser, yes. But, like, Shu was just so overzealous that this was going to be, like, the greatest thing in the world. It really wasn't. And it just... I mean, I wish Project Dream would have just went forward. Just so this man could have given up his delusions. And even one dude was like, you know, like, this was just vaporware. He's just gone. One other dude was like, no, I really like this console. Like, I'm like, bro, we both know it ain't never coming out. It only is going to come out in Shu's head. Because this man, because all the warning signs were there. This man really believed that it was still the 90s. And that the console wars were still going on. It was really dumb. Like, Shu was the kind of person that was just like, I'm gonna hype up this console, but I'm not gonna show any footage of it because it's not even done yet. It's only like a vapor in my mind. He said he had business partners, but I'm surprised no one ever really said who are these business partners. We were all just like sitting there going like, just enthralled by this, but literally Razor basically peered out. Shu ran away into the cold dark night, never be heard from again. And we'll never get an actual Sega console because I think Project Dream fucked everything up so bad, we're never gonna get something like that. All we can hope for is those mini consoles, man. And it sucks. Quite literally. Because I wanted to believe that Shu could do this. That he could pull this all together. He could do what Project Dream couldn't do. But it turned out he was nothing more than a fucking dud. And Leafia Games, I've looked. There isn't anything about Leafia Games. Their company is totally non-existent. I don't even think Shu actually had a website or anything. He just bounced. He was like, I'm done. He was like, I'm done, homie. There's nothing else for me. And I'm still checking the Spartan console, but I think even they're done. Moral of the story, we are never going to get we are never going to get a new Dreamcast 2 or anything Sega related that isn't a mini console. Most people would accept that and probably try to do their own thing. But I gotta tell you something. To all the people that are trying to make Sega go back in the console game, can we just accept that it's never gonna happen anymore? Can we just realize that even though we want it, even though me and you want it so badly, like I feel like whenever there's gonna be a new Sega console, I will drop. Like if there is ever a new Sega console, I will drop to my knees and start crying like I'm freaking like I just had a fucking religious experience. And like the Pope just blessed me or something like that. But honestly, but I just think it's just not in the cards, guys. As much as I would want to believe it, and much as part of me wants to believe, even when the Game Gear Micro was being kind of announced, and we were like, "Oh my God, another console!" I was like, "Could it be?" I was about to go, "Oh my!" I can't believe by then I found out it was just a Sega Genesis Micro, and I was just sitting there going, "Why did that motherfucker say it's gonna change gaming as we know it? It's just a micro Game Gear that you can't even play because really you gotta like squint and shit. And I got big meaty hands." Like I'm like I got big meaty hands and still, fucking still. Like I got big meaty hands and fucking still. It's just. I'm like, I got big meaty hands and still, it's just. Ugh. But I am gonna try and buy a Sega. I am gonna buy a Sega Genesis, the Sega Genesis Mini Model 2, because I want Sega to make more of these little mini consoles, like a little mini Dreamcast that a certain someone could probably take to his family RV and just use that. And then I could put more stuff on it. But that's a whole different story altogether. I want Sega to come back to the console game. Because in all honesty, I want that. I do, but you gotta be real about it. You gotta understand that it's not gonna happen because Sega ain't interested, and they probably damn sure aren't interested after Project Dream probably sell them a fucking dream and then, didn't deliver on it. Or for all we know, they could have lied about that too. But I don't got no way of proving that. Either way, folks, I'm mad about it, but I'm still kind of mad about it to this day. But I understand that Sega isn't really about the hardware anymore. But that's why I get so excited every beginning of the month when it's like Sega Channel Revival, because someone is actually giving their all to make sure we got like Sega Channel, Sega Channel's entire catalog for the entire year. And it's so fucking cool that someone would do that. Or when anybody makes like one of those little homebrew games for the Dreamcast. Because it basically shows that people are still making games to the Dreamcast to this very day, even if Sega just is like, we can't run the risk anymore. I mean, we may not have the Dreamcast the way we want it anymore, but people are still making games for it. There's a way for us to go back online and play some of those Dreamcast games we used to play. And I couldn't be happier. Because even though Sega left the Dreamcast, we never left it. We never left it alone. Would it be nice if Sega came back? Yes. To have a new Sonic game under a Sega branded console? It would be. More than you could ever possibly know. But at the end of the day, you gotta face facts. And that's Sega. Unless in a few years they, the Sonic stuff does way well to the point where they feel like they can come back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the first. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be the first one getting a new freaking Sega console and screaming my lungs out. I'm gonna be like, I'll make an unboxing. I'll make an unboxing where I have it, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, boy, oh! I'm gonna be that excited if that does happen within my lifetime. You are gonna, sometime in the future, if that does happen, you're gonna get a video like that. It's gonna happen. If it's not gonna happen, but if it ever does, yeah, you're gonna see a more excited Bugsy than you have ever seen me excited before, and I'm gonna lose my mind. But we all know Sega ain't coming back to the console game. We need to stop pretending like every little rumor and every little thing it does mean Sega's getting a new console. Heck, some people got excited about a Dreamcast commercial that was on Sega's like official freaking Twitter and thought they were reissuing Dreamcast or something. But really, it was just a Dreamcast keyboard. Who's gonna play, dude? Who wants to play a freaking Dreamcast? Who wants to get a Dreamcast themed keyboard? You could probably do that yourself if you really wanted to. Like, I'm not, like... It's like Sega knows what we really want. But they know that they can't do it. They don't got the stuff anymore to want to do it. And who could blame them? Trust me, with the Sonic stuff, and the usual Sega compilations, they make a lot. When they still had the arcades, they still had a lot. But people always are like, oh my god, Sega not doing any money and blah blah blah. No, they're fine. It's just like, and let me talk about the anti-Sonic fans for a minute. These people literally believe that just because Sega's doing well, then that means they're getting too cocky. They're writing a success and hoping to God that it stays that way for a while. Sega's been getting nothing but losses handed to them left and right, going just thrown every which way. And the Sonic movie proves that people who don't even know who Sonic is gravitated to movie Sonic. And then they'll look at the Archie comics and then go, "What the fuck is this?" And I'll be like, "Motherfucker, have some respect, you." I'll be like, "Have some respect, you filthy knave." Okay, I won't say that, but I just wanted to say filthy knave. But either way, I wish they could come back, but I know that's never gonna happen. But I feel like the anti-Sega motherfuckers, they just wanna do shit on a good time that we're probably getting that. Sonic Frontiers is coming out and people were hating on it, so they probably found a good opportunity to mess around, talk about that. And then the movies are doing well. We're getting another movie next year, and I think it's gonna be great as the second one. I think Sonic is on this renaissance that is gonna bring it back to where it was back in the 90s, but even higher than it's ever been. And I want to believe that even if Sega can't do consoles, that we may just get a bunch of movies or series based on Sega IPs. I'm not saying that we're gonna get like we're gonna get some sort of Sega streaming service. Although a Sega streaming service would be awesome, but you know what I would want with that, really? I would want them to rebrand it and call it Sega Channel. You already know. But that's just a pipe dream. Because about as successful as Sega ever gets, they ain't gonna come back to the console game. If they ever do, you better believe I'm gonna make a video screaming my goddamn head off. And just jumping for joy that it's happening. I will. And I want y'all to know that I will. But hey, it's okay. But hey, having a bunch of homebrew games and the ability to go online with your Dreamcast breathes new life in it that I think a lot of people don't know and take for granted. Because some people probably do take that crap for granted because because they're like, oh, well, I'm not going to play the Dreamcast. But now that we know that there's homebrew games and you can play it online with a Raspberry Pi kit of all things, I'm just like, it don't matter if we never get a Dreamcast 2 because the Dreamcast still lives. Because at the end of the day, it is still thinking. It just doesn't have Sega anymore to be like, hey, we're gonna bring out another game. Do I think Sega was really Sega was a financial failure? Yes, but do I think it's a real failure to fans? No. It should have had a DVD player and a bunch of other things that should have accounted for. But other than that, I love the Dreamcast. I love it so much. I bought another one because I love it so much. Do I wish things were different? Yes. But hey, I'm glad with what we do have. So, Happy anniversary, Dreamcast. Happy anniversary, man. I'll be playing your games for years to come. And, hey, if you ever... Sorry, guys, I had to check something. Either way, so you're probably wondering to yourself, what you gotta say to Shu? Well, all I gotta say to Shu, let me just say one thing. Let me just say one thing to you, dude. I get it. You wanted Sega to come back. Trust me, a lot of us do. I just explained that. But at the same time, you gotta actually have something concrete before you just start saying, "Oh, I got this. It's gonna have this. It's gonna have that. It's gonna have this." Because anybody can make those kinds of fucking promises. But all you ever really did on your Twitter was just tag freaking Sega America, Sega Japan. Like they're gonna listen. Like they're gonna listen to you. Like the only reason Project Dream got the way they were, it was because they were on Facebook and a lot of word of mouth, because there's a lot of Dreamcast fans on freaking Facebook. I don't know if you'll actually see this video, but like, honestly, let me hear my grievances out real quick. See, but you never did that, and then you just attack the other consoles because, oh, we're still in the console war. We gotta act like those stupid little fanboys that fight over their PCs, their Xboxes, and their fucking PlayStations. It's just so stupid because I have mostly all of those things except for an Xbox. And I'm just like, y'all motherfuckers really, really think that your brand loyalty means shit to anybody. Wow. People say that we're all living in... Like, some people say that people like me are living in Fantasyland. Nah, boys. Y'all living in a Fantasyland called... You think the company actually gives a shit. That's the funny part. But for Shu, I got this to say. Like, you think... Like, really, man. You think Sega's really gonna listen to you after you badmouth, like, most of the people that they work with? And then you constantly pester them? Because, let me tell you something. The people that had the social media accounts, there's like a social media manager and stuff. There's the person that handles the, like, Twitter part of the, you know, like, the social media for, like, its Twitter and whatnot. You really think someone that's managing their social media is gonna be like, "Hey, show this to the Sega CEO. He needs to see this." Like, you think it's gonna be like Back to the Future, where it's like, "Hey, I'm the freaking social media manager. Hey, Sega Japan, look at this." But you just kept going and tagging and just thinking that Sega's gonna listen to you. The thing is, you could have capitalized on the Dreamcast fans on fucking Facebook, but you didn't. And all you did was just sit there. Me and my friend Nitwit were trying to get an interview with you, but you never were flexible enough for us to even try. And then, the whole Sonic Mania thing, they get for me. No, you know what? You know what was for you? You know what I want to say? Really, what was for you? Nothing. Because all Razor was to you was just something in your head. Something in your head that you tried to give form, but it didn't work. And then you said, "I'm hard at work." With what? Money. Because no one donated to you. Because you didn't even try other things. You just kept making streams going, look, Operation Razor is going to be the best thing since sliced bread. Shoot, I hope you're doing way better than what you were doing years ago when I made that video right there. Because honestly, your whole marketing pitch for Operation Razor stinked. It really just sucked. Just completely. And this is the point where I'd make some sort of, make my usual crass remarks about it. But you don't even deserve me making those. You don't even deserve me making those kinds of jokes. Because literally, you literally did everything in your power that was wrong, and you didn't even try to listen to other people. Whatever those business partners were, which I really believe were either in your head or just told you what you wanted to hear because you probably gave them money. Shoot, I hope you're doing well. And I hope you gave up on this like I did. Because at the end of the day, if Sega comes back, they're going to do it on their terms. Not on yours, not on mine, not even the Spartan console's freaking terms. On theirs. And that's a big if. And if you, that's a big if. And if I ever see you try to peddle another little console, if I ever see you do that crap again, I'm going to tell them about this little story or redirect them to this video. Because quite honestly, I hope you finally got in your head that Sega doesn't want something. Sega, the way you went about Sega is just not how you do things. Project Dream had people in the right place at the right time. If they actually did get in the door with Sega. Because really, some people say they did, some people say they didn't. But if they did, they were there at the right place at the right time. And here you come going, oh, well, maybe it's gonna work because Operation Razor is the best thing ever. And also, let me just say this. I like Sonic and the Black Knight, dude. Motion controls be damned. It was fun. Sorry to people just saying, oh, but the Dark Age of Sonic. Fuck that Dark Age of Sonic. That game was fun. That was a reason. Hey, a 17 to 6-year-old boy that was back in the day literally sung that shit in his room. The same room he's in right now as I make this video. Even though I'm a man now, it just kind of reminds me why I really like Sonic the Black Knight. And I wish they just freaking re-release it, probably without motion controls. Trust me, I'd take it without the motion controls. Or put it on the Switch. But yeah. Shu, I hope you're doing the best, but I hope you don't do whatever freaking Operation Razor was. Whether it was an actual attempt to try and get Sega to literally think about going back to the console market, or just a bloated glut of your ego. Don't try to do this again. That's what I want to say. And trust me, anybody that says like, well, Bugsy, what if he comes back? If he does come back, and Operation Razor is actually like a full-blown console without Sega, then I'll take back what I said. I probably won't delete the video, but I will take back what I said in this video. But I doubt it. It's been years, and this man has been nothing but quiet. But I'll see you guys later. Sorry it got ran heavy, but Shu was, oh my god, he was so annoying. To the Denuvo stuff, to talking all sorts of shit about Xbox and PlayStation and freaking Nintendo. Like, he actually has a console to his fucking name. That is just, this was just like this last part was just me letting out my anger. Because back then I believed this. I believed this delusional dude that had a console up in his head. Instead of just understanding that Sega's console run is over, and us trying to get it back, or trying to show Sega that we can do it. It's not what we need to be doing. But hey, that's pretty much all I have. I'll see you later, and happy anniversary to the Dreamcast. Honestly, happy anniversary. I'm done. Peace.